Oh.
There you go. Cheese.
And here are my note cards. Okay. Have you ever seen a nuclear explosion? Have you ever stopped to think what else can cause that? Nuclear power plants also have the ability to make an explosion the same size that you've seen on recordings if you've ever looked at World War II films or anything. Many U.S. citizens are considering switching to nuclear power for their primary source of energy to try to replace fossil fuels, and many also think it's the way to go if you're going to try to decrease carbon dioxide emissions in the air and try to reverse global warming. President Obama guaranteed a loan of $8.3 billion earlier this year to the production of power plant facilities in the U.S. Nuclear power is both unsafe and unnecessary with some of the advances we're making today. Nuclear power is unsafe for two main reasons, the first of which is safety. According to second thoughts on nuclear power, there is no good way to dispose of it. Right now, all the nuclear waste we're getting in the U.S. from the power plants that are in service all gets transported to a place called Yucca Mountain in Utah. In order for the carbon emissions in the U.S. to be decreased to try to reverse global warming, we would need to create 2,000 full-size nuclear power plants around the world. If we had that, we would then need a new storage facility with the same size of Yucca Mountain every 25 years. The casks that the nuclear waste is stored in is made of concrete and steel, and these containers contain about 99.5% of the radiation, but they decay, and once the container decays, there's not really any safe way you can try to move it or do anything with it. The second main safety issue with nuclear power is a possible meltdown. Also, again, according to second thoughts on nuclear power, more radiation obviously leads to more incidences of cancer. In 1979, a power plant on 3 Mile Island had a near meltdown, and just due to the fact that it was an almost meltdown, rates of radiation dramatically increased, and in the area, the rate of leukemia went up between 300 and 400%, and the rate of lung cancer increased 600 to 700%. With all concerns with nuclear energy, there are several safer and better renewable resources than nuclear power. Some of these are water, which you would use in a hydro plant, usually put in a river. Water turns the turbines, creates energy. I think actually the southern portion of California is powered by the Hoover Dam. Solar power from solar panels, this one's probably the most widely known, and from water, from wind, from windmills. According to estimates of Wind Potential Revised, we've made dramatic increases in the amount of electricity we can generate from wind. Just in the past year, we've discovered that we can create 3 times as much energy as we thought we could by finding the ideal height to place the turbines to where the wind moves them the quickest. With all 3 of these sources, there is no need for the use of nuclear power. Nuclear power is both dangerous to health and, due to the inability to dispose of its waste, dangerous to the earth. Help prevent a nuclear explosion on American soil. Oppose the use of nuclear power plants. In the middle.
So,
Hey, don't turn it off yet.
Why?
Because I have to show her my cards.
Oh.
She complained about that last time. I didn't show her. I don't know if you can read them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll type them up and send them to her in a message.
Yeah.